Should Jesus be worshipped? The question of whether Jesus should be worshipped is significant within Christian theology. The Christian doctrine supports the worship of Jesus, identifying him as divine and part of the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Here are key points from the Bible and theological interpretations to consider. 1. Biblical basis for worshiping Jesus. Matthew 2:11. Early in the Gospels, we see the Magi, or wise men, coming to worship Jesus as a child. And going into the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him. John 20:28. After Jesus' resurrection, Thomas the apostle directly addresses Jesus as God, a clear acknowledgement of his divinity. Thomas answered him, "My Lord and my God." Hebrews 1:6. In the New Testament, the divinity of Jesus is emphasized, and the act of worship is encouraged. And again, when God brings his firstborn into the world, he says, "Let all God's angels worship him." Theological Interpretations. From the earliest councils and creeds, Christian theology has emphasized the full divinity and humanity of Jesus. This dual nature supports his worthiness of worship, as worship in Christianity is directed solely towards God. Significant theological figures like Thomas Aquinas have argued that Jesus, being consubstantial with the Father, shares in the same divine essence, making worship directed towards him appropriate and necessary. 3. Three main takeaways. Jesus' divinity. Worship of Jesus is appropriate because he is recognized as divine, equal in deity with God the Father and the Holy Spirit. Historical and biblical precedent. The practice of worshiping Jesus is well documented in the Bible and has been a consistent part of Christian worship practices throughout church history. Impact on faith and practice. Worshiping Jesus affects how believers live out their faith, encouraging a relationship with him characterized by reverence, love, and obedience. In summary, according to Christian doctrine and the biblical text, Jesus is not only worthy of worship but should indeed be worshipped as God. This worship acknowledges his divine nature and his role in the salvation of humanity. Great gains. Father, grandfather, minister, missionary, deacon, elder, author, digital missionary, foster parents. Welcome to our family. https://jesusleadershiptraining.com/about us/